What's up guys, welcome back. It's Kasey, no fake tan Rayton, here to blind you with my moon glow. So I feel like I've got a lot more neck than I usually do, okay? And I'm offended right now. I'm not looking as like snatched as I usually would. Could be all the fries I ate while in Bali. Who in their right mind would do a hair tutorial after swimming in chlorine in Bali for 2 weeks? I don't really know, but here we are. We're gonna do it anyway. I'm just gonna show you guys 4 of my go-to kind of hairstyles. All about like that simplicity and that ease, guys. You know what I'm like. I don't put 110% effort into everything. I put like 80% effort into everything. I'm an 80% effort kind of lady. That's just how I like to live my life. I like things to be efficient. I don't like to have to go above and beyond to get them to be good. It's not my thing. I'm just gonna be showing you guys the easiest hairstyles. This is what I can manage for myself. It really doesn't get much crazier than this. Keeping it really simple, and we're just gonna be using my GHD Platinum Plus, oh, it's not on, don't worry. Platinum Plus styler. You guys know I love GHD. Who doesn't love GHD? There's not really any other brands that exist to me. I just think everything else is a gimmick. When I like a straightener, I like a straightener. And GHD to me they're the only straighteners that exist to me. I don't want a bar of anything else. It's the same with like my brow products. No, I will not try anything else. Get that away from me. They last years and years and years. The only reason I have this brand new one is because they wanted to work with me on this video, which I am very, very excited about. I think I've been using them, oh my god, since I was like 15. I'm 27 in a couple weeks. Actually next week. Oh my god. Let's just get this out of the way real quick. I am not the most coordinated of people. And the way I do my hair is really just like, looks fucking alright. So, yeah. Like the way I hold the wand and stuff isn't ideal, but it gets the job done. This looks great. That's all that matters really. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how I straighten, how I curl, a couple of styles that I like to do. Hopefully you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let's do my hair. Let's laugh at how terrible I am at doing hair. Alright guys, so we are working with 3-day-old hair here. Whatever you want to work with, go for it. This is just what works for me. Typically I like to use like next day hair, like 2nd day hair, but I just, I'm filming it on 3rd day. Doesn't really matter, just YOLO your life. I decided to get really fancy for this video, and I bought a $3 long tail comb so I could do a straight part for once. The only person who's not really on board with the excitement that is this new $3 comb is my middle child Cowlick at the front here. Yeah, he does what he wants, so we just ignore him. He doesn't really exist. He just won't get on board. He's actually being like not too bad today, but he's pretty dramatic when I try and do a middle part. You will never actually see me with a dead center middle part because my goddamn cowlick just will not allow it. So as I'm sure most of you are aware, if you've been subscribed to me for a little while, I'm one of those jerks who just has naturally straight and easily manageable hair. So I really just don't have to do much to it. But on the days where I feel like getting extra crazy, I'll straighten it. I know. It's getting pretty wild up in here. I just get out like all the little kinks from having my hair tied back and just like fix up my little cowlick areas, just the little bits around my ears from tucking my hair behind my ears and stuff like that. And literally within 5-10 minutes, my hair straightened. I only really run over it like once or twice with the straightener. GHD straightened my hair really, really fast. So what I like to do now is go in with an argan oil. Sometimes I do this before I start straightening. I'll put it in when it's wet as well. Sometimes I do it after. Doesn't really matter too much, but I do find this really helps to just get my hair really sleek and shiny and straight looking, especially because my hair is a little bit dry at the moment because it's winter. That's basically all I'll do to just get really sleek, straight hair. Sometimes I'll leave it out, sometimes I'll tuck it behind my ears, but that is like my number one go-to kind of hairstyle when I don't want to put in effort, when I want to put like 20% effort in. So that's typically my starting point for when I'm going to do a slick little ponytail. What I like to do next is very necessary for me, because not only do I have a cowlick at the front of my hair, I have a double crown at the back of my hair. I know, right? Hair goals. So when I sleep on my hair every night, when I go to bed and just have my beauty sleep, I wake up and I get like this disgusting part at the back of my hair where it's like slicked down. Oh my god, you guys, I have no idea. You'll notice on like the left side of my head at the back, my hair sticks up a bit more. So I have to tease the back of it just to try and keep the hairs together and like stop them from popping up. They drive me mad. My hairdresser thinks it's the weirdest thing ever. I also have tape-in hair extensions. Like I said, my hair is really thin and fine, especially from bleaching it all these years. So I've got a full head of tapes. And they are very noticeable right now because I am in the process of growing out my roots. So they don't match perfectly to my root color. So you guys will see them periodically throughout the video. They look like a mess. All I'm doing now is just starting to slick my hair back, brush it back into a low ponytail. I like to use clear elastics just so you don't see them, and because I have thin hair I just think it's a little bit more flattering. I don't tighten it too much or anything, I just like to leave it as it is. I feel like the clear elastics hold it really well. And then once I've got my ponytail secured, I'm going to take some of my Way matte pomade. This is more specifically for getting like piecey texture throughout your hair with like curls and like just making it look really textured and cool and beachy. But what I love to use this for, and I've mentioned it in a couple of videos before, maybe my last hair tutorial as well, I like to use this to actually slick down my hair and get like a really sleek looking ponytail. I'm not using too much today because I am showing you guys other hairstyles, and when I use this, typically I either have to keep wearing my hair slicked for the rest of the week, or I have to wash it straight away because it makes your hair look so dirty. But it's amazing for if you want to do like really slicked hair. I love it for like around my ears because I have piercings and I wear glasses. It typically pulls out those little baby hairs. So this just really helps slick it all down, especially like my cowlick kind of area. And I used to have a fringe, if you guys don't remember, so I still am dealing with the aftermath of those little pieces around my face. So this just helps keep everything slicked back and just neat, tidy, and classy. Probably my favorite go-to kind of hairstyle. It's just so easy and it just looks really effortless and just like cool, especially if you have really cool like eyeliner and makeup on. I just feel like it doesn't take away from that. It doesn't look like too much. It just really snatches you and like showcases everything. So I'm such a fan of a slicked ponytail. Alright guys, hairstyle number 2. I don't know if we'd really count like the straight style that I started with as a hairstyle. I don't know. How many hairstyles are in this video is really up to interpretation, isn't it? But we're going to curl my hair now. In order to recover from that matte pomade, we're going to need some dry shampoo. So this one's from Batiste. It's one of the new ones they've come out with. It's like for defrizzing or something. I don't know. They all seem the same to me. But I just spray it into my roots and massage it around, and it does soak up the majority of that product. So we can go in and curl our hair. I used to be so bad at curling my hair with a GHD because I would just hold it so tight that I would get really intense lines of demarcation, like straighten a line across the top where the curl started because I was holding it so tight and I was holding it for too long. Honestly, you guys just want to move as quickly as possible and hold it as loosely as possible. It looks like the curls aren't coming out and like you're like, oh my god, I'm not doing anything. But trust the process, just have a little practice with it, do it nice and loose, and you'll just find that they just look really effortless and really pretty. And I find GHD curls hold a lot longer in my hair than a typical wand does. So I don't really have like a method to the madness of curling my hair. As you guys can see, I do sections kind of, but I just grab from anywhere. If I wanted a more polished look, I would put a lot more effort into this, but like I said, I'm an 80% effort kind of lady, and that's where it's coming in right now. You guys can see it. As long as the majority of my hair is curled, I'm happy. That's a win for me. Plus, I'm typically going for like that more effortless, messy kind of look. Like, did she just have a nap? I don't know. You can't really tell, can you? When it comes to like the direction of the curls, I always just curl away from my face. I feel like it's the most flattering. I do this on both sides of my head, so typically when the curls meet in the back, they are going to curl in towards each other, and it's probably not going to look amazing from the back, but I find that it blends okay. It never looks that bad. And I just, honestly, if the front looks good, I'm sweet, dude. To stop the curls looking too like Hollywood and like bouncy, if I'm not really going for that look, I'll just run over it quickly with the hair straightener. These kind of curls hold really well in my hair. They typically drop, but they still hold. Like, they just won't be as bouncy as they were the day that I did them fresh, but throughout the week I'll still have that kind of bend, so I feel like they just keep looking nice throughout the week. And then all I do to finish off a hairstyle like this is I'll just tuck my hair behind my ear on the left side, because that's my photo side, that's my one good side, and I don't use any hairspray or anything because it's crunchy and it's gross. If you want to like make it look really pretty for photos, I recommend just teasing it a little bit. It makes it look really like big and bouncy, and it looks awesome in selfies. Then for this last two, I was gonna say last one, no, we've got another one after this, sneaky. For the last two, you're gonna need some bobby pins, just some typical ones, maybe get some blonde ones that match your hair. I couldn't find any, okay, I got brown ones, it's the closest I could get. The only blonde ones I could find were extra large, and I don't have an extra large head. That would have been a lot. This is literally one of the easiest hairstyles. It looks like you put in so much effort. You look really wholesome if you're going to a wedding or to visit your boyfriend's family for the first time. This is a great hairstyle idea. Maybe if you're handing out cookies, basically just pin back the front pieces of your hair. 2 bobby pins on each side holds it in nice and securely. And like I said previously, if you're all about them bomb selfies and you want some beautiful big curls, I feel like your hair makes a selfie. Just like tease it a little bit and it looks so sick in photos. Yeah, this is literally the easiest hairstyle out of them all. It takes like 2 seconds. You don't have to have curly hair. You can wear it straight. One of my favorite go-to hairstyles, and yeah, that's that. Last but not least, we're going to do a, big voluminous, curly, Serena Vanderwoodsen style ponytail. I really wanted this video to come full circle. We did the straight, sleek ponytail, and now we're finishing off on a, well, Serena, did you even have a shower this morning ponytail? Everything's coming up Millhouse. For this one, what you want to do is just leave out the 2 front pieces of your hair. We're gonna need them to make it fancy later, and leave out the bottom section. So basically do like a half up, half down type of situation of just the back of your hair. Think a lot of the rings, Legolas, like the one ring to rule them all, that kind of hair. I just used a little clear elastic to secure the ponytail, and then you're just gonna take the 2 front pieces, drape them prettily, and pin them into the ponytail. So I'm using like the little hair bun kind of bobby pins, but you could use regular ones as well. The piece on the left side drapes over to the right, and the piece on the right drapes over to the left. Kind of just helps cover the mess that we're creating, because this is a very messy ponytail. And then for the hair underneath, because I do have a lot of extensions, I just kind of tease those bits and then I pin them up in there as well. And because you are just pinning the pieces of hair at the bottom into the elastic rather than tying it up, you're keeping a lot of the length in the ponytail, and it just looks really cool and voluminous, and I love it. So anyway guys, that's it. End of the video. Hopefully these hairstyles were somewhat helpful. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.